Hey, I'm gonna try and pop in from seems like the left hand side for you guys. It's reversed. My left. No. Yeah, my left, never mind. So welcome back to the Project Shira. Risha here with another slice of life video podcast. And we're doing things very differently now because as I mentioned in the previous video, we get to the point right now where we are trying to capture the before snapshot of the entire office desk region as it stands before we start moving things around and taking apart the electronics from the standing desk. So in other words, it's going to be a bit of, I don't know, it's not disassembly, but it's like just, um, yeah, it's unplugging. Okay? We're just going to remove a piece of furniture so that we can actually start to move that way. Anyways, with that being said, of course, three main things. First of all, both three questions for you guys. Leave in the YouTube comments or the Reddit page or join the Discord. And first, what's the main highlight of your day? What's something that you thought was important, that you feel like might be worth sharing? Because this video podcast, obviously, I am sharing my experiences and the people I meet and the tasks and responsibilities I'm dealing with. Secondly, if there's anything you want to vent, feel free to just to divulge a little bit, get it off your chest. Again, privacy, confidentiality, don't reveal too many things that you're not comfortable with. And no news is good news when it comes to number two, second question. The third and last thing, of course, is if there's anything that's directly related to, I guess in this case, disassembly of furniture or rearranging furniture. Maybe you're moving things around, you're thinking about interior design of your little unit, or you have a house, your entire house. Feel free to chime in on that. You can swap all three questions and do something really simple, just like throw out a meme or a joke or something of that sort. But those are just some general ideas that I have, just for us to check in on each other. Okay. Now, that being said, slice of life in real life, mishmash together to create this PR paradox, grandpa's slice of life, lessons, and daily sharing and check-in for orphans without proper role models or a place to call home. So with that being said, let's just cover everything that is before the move. And I think not the next video, what we're going to try to do is we're going to make two videos and try to stitch them together. I've never used DaVinci Resolve before. Maybe that'd be a good idea to do. But I could just use something as simple as ClipChat, which is included with all Windows 11 installations. And it's a shit program, I feel, but it has a lot of free stuff, and certainly it can do the core basics of video editing. So I could stitch these two videos together. So this first one is like before image, and then afterwards we're going to attach the after image. So without further ado, let's cover what it looked like before. And I think I've done this before, at least about 3 weeks to a month ago. But I didn't have I didn't have this set up such that the webcam was over here with a ring light. So in fact, I had to constantly move it with my hand, and I think the view is not as good, is not much better than it was about 3-4 weeks ago. But at least I don't have to hold it with my hand. It's not shaking everywhere like that. So okay, so this is the office desk, of course, and I'm going to try to move a chair to the side here so they can see more of it. As you can tell, here is the wire that's kind of pulling down everything together for the webcam. It's kind of floating up like that coming in from the right hand side. And wow, you can tell that's picking up really heavily the gain. Maybe I'm just speaking a bit louder, so I'm going to try and turn it down a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, not too much. So over here at the very back, you can see that this is, of course, the laptop here. And above it is the ring light, and so I'm going to try to lift up a little bit here. Here's the ring light. We have it turned on. It's at its lowest, most dim lighting right now, so that you can actually see everything else. Otherwise, the contrast would be so glaring. And right, so this is the lowest setting right now. It's actually a lot brighter than this usually. But here's the laptop, and on the left-hand side here we have some electronic gadgets. You can't see it yet. There we go. So this is the left hand side, of course it's reverse, so that's actually the right hand side by viewing, but For me, it's the left. So this is the very edge of the table you can see here, right? And I'm just using my left hand to hold the camera. So, but it's kind of weird because I'm left-handed, and it's hard for me to kind of like point at stuff with my right arm, because that's not where my strength is. My coordination is, sorry. So here's the measuring tape. We took this from storage. We want to make some measurements of the desk, as well as the standing desk. So the standing desk is the black thing that the laptop's on. Most electronics are on. And everything underneath of that, which is this beige, this cream color, is the office kind of desk. And so, so standing desk in black, office desk in beige. Okay. Oh shit! I have to make sure not to touch the wires of this. I can unplug easily. And you can see there's electronics here on the side. I mentioned there's earphones on the right hand side. Well, your left, you can see that we covered this in some detail before already. Some more electronics. Here's the extension bar, right? With power bar, sorry, with the ring light and AC adapter and everything else connected. Above, you have on the standing desk, we have quite a bit of clutter. So, for example, if I move it closer, that's not very helpful. You can see here there's the boom arm for the mic, straight up, right? Straight up for the mic. You can see me now. So it is a really nice mic, of course. And here's the boom arm, and there's a pop filter, and it goes all straight down. And it's attached here on the standing desk. Now, obviously, we want to remove it from the standing desk. We have to unclamp here from the standing desk. Behind, we have the 2 bars of lighting. And if I actually try to turn that on, you can see that it's actually quite strobing. So there's this little remote control thing, and it's right where the ring light is. So if I just kind of press the button on, hopefully it will do something flashy for me. No? There we go. And it's making a nice brilliant color. So you can see now that's how that works. Behind the mic, basically, there's 2 bars of lighting. And then down the center here, there's 4 of these lights here. These cylindrical things are actually lights from the dollar store. I'm not using them because they require AAA batteries, at least 3 batteries for each cylinder, which is ridiculous because they're not bright at all. And so I'm just going to throw them away. Honestly, these will go to the recycling bin, most likely, or electronics bin. I'm gonna have to look for something like that. Maybe bring it to like Walmart or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure out a place to dump electronics. There's also a fax machine I think I have to get rid of as well. But so these 4 things have just gotta go. We gotta find a place to just dump it all. But we can makeshift use it for improv right now. Beforehand, so right now we have it as a stand for the ring light, as well as this light bulb package, which is usually on top of a light bulb package. That's actually where the webcam, this webcam, I'm pointing my finger to you right now. This is the webcam that I would be placing on top here. Next to it, we have a bunch of garbage. No, just a little bit of garbage. I wiped down the entire standing desk with this. You can see it's all disgusting. It's like got dust all over and everything like that. And here, just another extra just in case. And I had to basically dust out the entire, I had to wipe away the dust from the entire standing desk because I'm gonna take it down. Underneath as well, underneath the standing desk is very dusty here. So that's kind of fairly important. Then we have above, of course, some stuff we have to move away. This is for food. Just took a large ass fart. This is some food for, not food for, but from a senior's home. So that's something that I have to talk about in separate, because at the very back there, I received a bag of food. I believe it's that one right there. We'll talk about it. We'll cover that. It's very important. But next here, okay, we have this canister of water, and this is the, like the passport, the checks, basically important stuff, important personal identification and stuff like that. So what will likely happen is we're going to obviously move the food back. This, even though it's been finished, we're going to save it and cover in a separate video of the food. Then we're going to toss away the napkins here, and the water and the canister of water, as well as the personal ID and stuff, will be tossed over to that side, the far left. Behind there, we just group it together. In the corner, basically nutritional stuff, administrative, like paperwork, checks, you know, disposal utensils. Anything that I need to keep right now is just going to be allocated over there on the far left. I feel like fucking autistic right now. I can't even properly enunciate it. It's kind of weird. I'm so tense for some reason. Oh, that's fine. I keep holding onto this camera. I want to just put this pen down. Anyways, in addition, I'll have to be a little bit quiet too. It's like I can't really express myself fully because it's like 11 p.m. at night. It's too loud. Alright, I'm already too loud. Down here we have the lights. Obviously you can see the lights here, the straps that go around. It's got that bright lighting all the way around, very nice. But we are going to, of course, have to take that off from around this perimeter because it's too close to the standing desk, which again, we are going to take the standing desk, not apart, but we're going to probably stand up the standing desk on its side, ironically speaking. Yeah, and then we have to take out the laptop and take off all the electronics so that we can actually deal with the standing desk. And then that way we can take a photograph of it, right? Because we are going to be sending these photographs of the furniture over to my caseworker for housing. And then he's going to forward it over to an organization that I connected him with, which is for moving. So it's like there's a community local service, and there's a housing coordinator there, and then we're gonna forward that from the housing coordinator, who's my caseworker actually, over to another coordinator, an intake coordinator for the moving company organization, specifically for domestic abuse survivors and human trafficking and stuff like that. Okay, so it is NGO. And what I'd like to say, of course, down here on the keyboard there is some stuff, but it's not very much. And so most likely we're going to take, for example, these keys that we're going to have to return to the landlord. We have some dupes, but these two ones are the originals. We're going to return this over to the landlord, of course, and when we leave. And so we're going to place the stuff most likely over here at the very back as well. Everything just kind of goes there. Same thing with the scissors and the nail clippers, right? Just stuff we need. And all goes to the back. Maybe we won't do that with the pouch. Maybe we will. Who knows? Anyways, all that kind of stuff here. We'll still leave here for now. But you can see down here now it's just an empty kind of keyboard panel, and this is stuff that is just, you know, gonna maybe undust it a little bit. That's about it, and then should be ready to go. Hanging, of course, is the headset, the new headset. And then what's key, what's critical, is moist critical. On this side here, you see the drawer. Charlie, young Jesus, no hobo Jesus. We have on the side here, we can see here all these electronic equipment. Of course, there's the iPad, there's not the iPad, sorry, I don't have an iPad. This is an ebook, the Amazon Kindle ebook Paperwhite, as well as, not the Paperwhite, it's like a different one, I think it's cheaper. And then we also have the charger and everything else, all the electronics in here, we are most likely going to consider once we have taken apart all the electronics on the side here, which, by the way, towards the far right, behind the drawer, we have the bar, power bar, right, with everything here, some Bluetooth earpieces, and your headset. Very far back, I don't know if you can see the charger for the radio, and the second power bar, you can see it just barely, that red stuff over there, charging my new Blackweb Bluetooth earphones, as well as chargers for other things, as well as the plug-in outlet, the USB port. There's a 4-outlet USB port there as well, specifically for the lights. So obviously the lighting here, the straps and the bar, the lighting bar, RGB, you know, red, blue, green colors, they are obviously attached somewhere, and they're attached to that power bar. Whereas there's this one here, power bar with the USB port, whereas this USB port, which is attached to this laptop, actually has all the electronics, including this webcam and the mic attached to it. So, Jesus fucking Christ. One last thing before we go, two last things really. So like I said, this drawer, we're going to disconnect some stuff here and consider placing inside this drawer If not, we'll just wrap it up inside black plastic bag. Then we'll just have to consider whether or not we're gonna take apart any of the lighting and place it inside. I don't think it's gonna fit. That's why I don't think we'll put it inside, because the lighting equipment here most likely is not gonna fit inside this drawer. It's already full. We can't see. So I'm gonna take a black plastic bag, wrap it up most likely. And then underneath the keyboard, you can't tell, I do have to showcase once again, second time around. This is underneath the cabinet drawer. You can tell it's very messy and dirty on the floor. I haven't swept it, I haven't dusted it, there's some cobwebs there. Then same thing underneath the table there, right underneath where the keyboard is kind of supposed to be. We have some dust at the far back. But drawers here, 2 of them are emptied already. Took them out, and there's a hair I have to use that. So the last thing here after that, this is not actually the drawer, but you can't tell I moved the ring light from over here from the my right hand side, which is my right hand side, over to this end. So usually it's over here. The ring light is over here, and now we move there's 2 ring lights, of course. There's this kind of base ring light, and then there's a standing one, which is usually here. We have switched to the opposite side over here, right in front of me, and that's exactly where we were holding the webcam on top of beforehand. So that's, of course, it's running a live stream right now as well, over on Twitch, _on whatever. That's kind of fairly important. So I'm just going to place it back down on top again, and then we're going to make the second video. It's going to be an after shot, and we're going to just capture everything afterwards. So yeah, there you go. That's the setup as it is right now. That's beforehand, and then we're going to do that and end and start the next video. By the way, I can tell now that basically it's 16 minutes, 17 minutes. So seeing how long it took just to cover everything beforehand, I'm thinking now that maybe I will just make them 2 separate videos. So before video and after video. So look forward to that one now. And I'm tired now because it took me a lot. It took me like an hour and a half beforehand after coming back just to set up everything. I had to think about how I was going to get the webcam to be placed somewhere that you could see the entire, not the entire, you can tell it's still not far away enough for you to see the entire setup, but you can see it well enough anyways. The entire, there we go, right? Close enough, right? Close enough. Close enough to cover the entire desk. Okay, so that's the office desk. That's the setup, and I think I like also a little bit of red, and then I'm gonna turn it off. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So a little bit of red, yeah, just like that. All right, peace out, guys. We'll see you guys next one. And my voice is dead, and I'm tired, and you know, it's like I really don't enjoy doing this. Believe me, I don't enjoy doing this at all. It's a very big pain in the ass, but I have a bit of OCD, and I do like to cover the entire process. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who have, this is a very visual podcast, so for those of you who are listening over on Spotify, it's probably best that you pop in over on YouTube and watch it yourself. Then you have some visual to understand everything a little bit better. This is a very visual podcast. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. And let's hop on over to the beer at Backspring or something.